Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I am going to do a tarot card reading for you, Scorpio. We're going to take a look at the energy that's surrounding you right now. I hope it is treating you well. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button, Scorpio. Leave me a comment. It really helps me to know that you guys are resonating with this reading. Let's get right into it. Let's see what kind of energy is surrounding you. I hope you all are doing well. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card. Spirit, can we get some messages for the sign of Scorpio, for those Scorpios that are tuning in? What kind of Moon Oracle card is up in the ether for the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio, what is going on? Ooh, adjustments are required. What is going on? The third quarter moon here. It looks kind of dark, kind of like life is asking you to adjust or adapt. Let's see what that's all about. On the bottom of the deck, work through your fears. Good God, the new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio, you're all about death and rebirth and working through things, not getting around things, not going over things, but going right through it here. So you're going through something. Something's feeling a little bit heavy, a little bit dark. Maybe you can't see the way, or some fears have gotten in the way here. Let's see what that's all about. Let's get you an animal oracle card for up in the ether. Whew, let's clear the energy from this adjustments. Let's see what kind of animal spirit guide is walking with Scorpio right now. What kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for Scorpio? Scorpio, what is going on, Scorpio? Oh my God, too many cards, but let's see. Oh, this one wants to be seen. The moth spirit, surrender now. Look at this. The bird of Saint Anthony comes in. Look at this beautiful transformation. Surrender to this. Give this up. It's just kind of out of your control. There's nothing you can do about something here. So yeah, what was lost is now found. Look at the red shining through the root chakra, really grounding you in. That's beautiful. What is this? The owl spirit, you see clearly now. The bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. I love that. And the canary spirit, sing your own song. Look at the wisdom you have gained through this last experience. Something feeling really, really heavy, really, really dark. So going through something, you've absolutely gone through something. But a rebirth is assured. You're all about rebirth. You are the death and rebirth card. So now you've gained the wisdom from that. On the bottom of the deck, the peacock spirit, let it shine. Look at that heart chakra opening up now. So it's moving. It's moving up from the root chakra right through the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra to the heart. It just really, something pierced the heart. Something got you in the heart here. Caused you to open up, to really release, to let it go. That was the big surrender that has happened here. I love this, Scorpio. I love this. Really, really shining brightly now. It's like you are the shining. You are the chosen one here. After this huge release, look at the blues, the emotions coming through here. I see the blues in the canary spirit, singing it out. All right, let's get you an Osho Zen Tarot card for up in the ether. Spirit, what kind of advice does the Master Osho have for the sign of Scorpio, for those Scorpios tuning in? What kind of advice is up in the ether? Ordinariness. Wow, look at you. Just really living an ordinary life, wanting to live an ordinary life, but now coming into the realization that it's supposed to be extraordinary. So you can't just kind of glide through. There's active measures being taken now to move away from this dark cycle or this really, really tough cycle in your life now. Oh, the quest for ordinariness. I love this. At the bottom of the deck, the creator, there's that solar plexus shining through, the desire in your belly, the passion that's been there. It's kind of shining through. Again, you're shining. Maybe you really honed in on some kind of spiritual gift, because they do call psychic abilities the shining, right? So something about you shining here. Maybe being more comfortable with your gifts, or settling into your gifts a little bit more, not feeling like the alien among us. Interesting. All right, let's see what that's all about. I'm going to take a look at the mind space, the heart space, and the soul space for you, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on in the thoughts. 444 on the timer there. Let's see what you're thinking about right now. Spirit, tell me what is the primary thought for the Scorpio that's tuning in right now. Primary thought. What's going on in the mind space? Temperance. Look at this with Sagittarius coming in, balance coming into the mind space. Wow, you really are on the other side of something. You've stepped through something, gone through something here, and it gave you so much balance. Archangel Michael's here with the Temperance card. Balance, temper down. What is Scorpio tempering right now? What is Scorpio tempering in the thought space right now? King of Pentacles, look at this with the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. Wow, look at this abundance coming to you. You're having this massive mind shift toward abundance here, towards security here, after a very, very difficult time, a time of betrayal, a time of feeling betrayed, an awakening happening with your family, your friendship groups here, just real separation, a separation between you and a group of people or some people. Feeling like that was a family situation, like you just had to move away from it with that Wheel of Fortune. You had to actively make a change, active measures again to move into this abundance, to not have to defend yourself, to not have to stick up for yourself all the time or defend your reasons why all the time. I just feel like you've had to have so much patience. Your tongue is almost swollen from biting it here, from keeping things to yourself because you didn't want the rejection or the abandonment or the betrayal. Wow. So now you're just taking this deep breath and you're just walking away. Just really, really walking away right into the ordinary life that you have always wanted. Too much drama, too much gossip, too much backstabbing, just too much. That was just way too much. Enough. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not engaging in that anymore. So you just took this active measures to change. Wow. And it's how you feel about it. It's your reactive energies to it. I don't have to pick up all those insults. I don't have to relate to those. That's not me. Beautiful shift here. A magical shift in the mind space here, especially with the Ace of Swords. Archangel Michael had a lot to do with this understanding here because he brings in the truth, the clarity, right? He casts the demons from heaven. Because he could see them, he could recognize them. You know, they're not always easy to see in our life, are they? You have recognized what has brought you down, what has continued to pull you back down into the trenches here, and what frees you in the mind space here. So you've recognized, you've named, you've identified those people in your life, and you've done some carving out. You've done some very, very heavy lifting in the relationship department until you were done. I don't care anymore. I don't care to put any more energy into this. I don't care to defend myself any longer. Huge awakening in the mind space here because of betrayal, because of the experiences that you've gone through. Those were the fears. Maybe it was fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough for them. Wow. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Let's see what's going on in the emotions. See what's going on in the heart space for the Scorpio that's tuning in. It's a big mind shift. What's happening in the heart? Ten of Pentacles. Wow, look at you journeying off into your own abundance, your own kingdom, now you are the rule maker. You're the King of Pentacles now. You're the leader in your own life now. It's just nobody whispering in your ear that you're not doing it right, or that it should be done this way, or it should be done that way, or that's not who you are. Someone really making things difficult for you, and you just not caring anymore. You just stopped caring about their opinion of you or who you should be here, and you just moved into your own kingdom, moved into your own life, took control, absolutely took control about the way you feel. It's all about the way I feel. I'm going to continue to shine through this. I'm going to shine brighter because of this oppression that I have felt and fought through. To have my own voice, to have my own laws, to have my own rules. Really becoming the ruler in your own life here. Let's see what else is going on in the heart space for Scorpio. What else is going on in the heart space for Scorpio? This is beautiful. I think I saw the moon wanting to come out. King of Cups comes out in a little bit of a challenge position, and the Seven of Cups, overwhelming. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many opinions. Too many people sitting in the peanut gallery. Got to go. Now you just walked out of the store, right? You were in the store, you were in the shop mall, right? The air mall, trying to make your life decisions, trying to make very, very, very important decisions, but all of these things got thrown at you at once. You can do anything you want to do, and it just was too much, right? Just fine tune that. You just had to really just get overwhelmed in order to walk out. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. I want this ordinary life where I am living off the land. I'm living off my own peace, my own serenity, and not counting on anyone else to bring it to me. I'm walking out of the store. I quit. Anarchy here for you, Scorpio. You're not playing by their rules any longer. You've created this island around your beautiful, beautiful life here. It does not include drama or gossip or backstabbing here. Not everyone can enter this kingdom of yours, Scorpio. But you can shine so brightly there. You don't have any of the dimmers. You don't have any of the snuffers trying to come for your light here. You have provided for the others. There's others here. There's others here. There's other like-minded beings. There's other people who want to shine and don't want to be fighting for that shine any longer. Don't want to be arguing for the reasons of why they're shining. They just want to shine here. So you walked out. You walked out of the norm, the job, the relationship, the things that just, it was too overwhelming, too many choices here. So you just walked out. Spirit, what's your advice in the heart space? This is beautiful. I'm going to make my own island. I'm going to go make my own miracles. What is your advice? The Lovers. Look at this Thelma and Louise kind of partnership here. Kind of let's do this together. We don't need it. We don't need the rest here. We're gonna live off of love here. This is beautiful. This is huge, huge shift in your heart space here. A big time of overwhelmment is over. It's over. You just don't even care about the decisions anymore. They've grown so boring. You're so tired of looking at them. It's just like you've been playing the field. Maybe you've been dating a lot of people and you didn't want to commit because commitment means betrayal, and now it's codependency. You had all these fears around relationships maybe, and then you just gave up on it. It's like giving up on love. It's never ever going to happen, and then that's when you walk into the partnership here, or to the realization that you're supposed to do it on your own and then come together. You got to go your own way first. Wow, Gemini energy coming in here, really waking up something inside you, stirring up something inside you, feelings you haven't felt in a really long time because you had yourself on an island because of fear of betrayal or rejection or abandonment here. But you are succumbing to this connection that we all need, that we all crave. It's just too many choices. You're just really committing to a very much smaller group now, or a one-on-one even. Let's see what's happening in the daily. Let's see what's happening in the tangible to get a better idea here. What's happening in the daily for Scorpio? Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. Look at this vastness energy in the deck here. Moving on, moving out, walking away. You're absolutely walking away from something here. Walking away from the kingdom, walking away from the inheritance, even if it means living the rest of my life in misery here. It's not worth it. Really understanding the value of life, the value of things here, how some things cost too much to be free. And your freedom, your ordinariness, your normal, your harmony, your peace here is worth so much more to you than being number one in the group or being the leader of the world here. It's just, I'd rather be the leader of my own island. That's where you're moving to. It's like you're escaping to some small island. You're escaping to some, even if that's in your own home, like you've created this area or you've created this escape. You just don't need it. It was so overwhelming. Yeah, Cancer energy, Ace of Pentacles, some big victory in the finances here because you got control of it over in the mind space. That moved into the heart space here where, okay, if I can't go make it there, I'm going to pull it in. I'm going to make my own little shop here, my own little store here. I'm going to self-publish. I'm going to take it into my own hands rather than put it out there on a wish and a star here. I'm going to take active measures. This is you taking active measures to gain the finances that you need to thrive. This is beautiful. It's like a change of, you know, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk in the world about changing our currency, going digital here. Bitcoin has been huge. Just really, really getting rid of our monetary systems and transferring over into something new. That's exactly what's happening here. It's like you're forsaking the dollar for the digital here, or something like this. You're just walking away from a system, an institutional, maybe it's a marriage. Maybe you're finally, you're just throwing in the towel. I need a change. I am only living once. Why am I continuing to fight for this one relationship, forsaking all others here? Or I'm not going for my own dreams, my own desires here. Why is it always about somebody else's kingdom that I'm working so hard for? So I'm walking out of that. I'm not going to be a number in somebody's corporation any longer. I'm going to be my own boss here. This is beautiful, Scorpio, beautiful. Taking something into your own hands. Taking this into your own hands, period. Ooh, something flipped here, and it's the 9 of Swords. Because of the grief, because of the rejection, I mean, I guess that's just what pushed you here, what pushed you to this independence, to this Fool kind of energy coming through for me. Because this is the beginning of it. This is the beginning of the end of overwhelmment. This is the beginning of the end of trying to please a family that will never be pleased. It's the beginning of the end of trying to please that very narcissistic partner that will never ever apologize or give in or understand the error of their ways here. It's you giving up. It's like you forgiving without the apology. Oh, but it had to just take so much heartbreaking for you to do that, for you to understand that your well-being was worth so much more than their approval. I mean, we all fight. Just it starts maybe with our parents or with our guardians or with our teachers, or you know, you just want approval. You just want to know you're doing the right thing. I mean, isn't that what a tarot card reading is all about? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Why does this feel so uncomfortable with all these swords in my back if this is supposed to be the right way, right? We just all get led astray by trying to please others, by trying to fit into their box. This is you just really stepping out of that. I'm not going by the institutional ways. I'm breaking tradition. I'm breaking maybe my own personal laws, my own boundaries. I'm breaking that because I just couldn't breathe. It was just the tradition, the culture, the way it was supposed to be was suffocating me. So yeah, it was just breaking my heart because I could never live up to those expectations ever, ever, ever. So I'm walking away from it, walking away. I'm turning my back on it. Oh, it heals, it heals, it heals so much within you. It just really is so needed for you to turn your back on this heartbreak, on this pain, on this fear of rejection here. It's just really let yourself shine, let yourself grow from this, let yourself ascend. And let them go be all they can be, Scorpio. Yes, look at this. The reciprocity comes through with the 6 of Pentacles, the return to you. I think this has to do with your kindness and your compassion, and it's just finally this karmic return because you pulled it in. You moved to the small town, you moved out of the city, you moved out of the marriage, out of the friendship, out of the job. You really, really relocated somewhere where you can breathe and where it just feels like fresh air. It doesn't feel like pollution just coming down on you or just some kind of absolute oppression. Just turned your back on it. Why is this my fight? This is not my hill to die on. I'm going to go escape into that place where it's just me and my family, me and those that I love. And I'm choosing my own family here. I'm absolutely choosing my own family here. Because when it was forced on me and I thought I was just doing the right thing and I was following in the footsteps of everyone else, it was heartbreaking. So yeah, you're divorcing from this, from that energy, absolutely. Beautiful. Spirit, any words of advice before we end this reading for Scorpio? Any words of advice for Scorpio walking away? The Scorpio who is taking matters into their own hands. Page of Swords, there it is again. There's Archangel Michael's sword. It just was part of it. The truth was part of it. And the truth is that I need to gain my own balance. I need to find what I desire, what I'm shining at, what I'm really, really, really good at. And that is turning my back on this. turning my back on this and taking active measures to create the miracle that I want to see here, to be the miracle I want to see. I'm going to be the person today that I want to see tomorrow, instead of dwelling in the past of how I should have changed or how I could have done better. You've taken the brunt of the responsibility of all of these relationships on your shoulders. You're forgetting that it takes two to tango. They have played their part, but you're moving into this idea where you're giving the responsibility back where it belongs. You're putting it back on the people that it belongs to, and that makes you feel lighter. It makes you feel easier because you're not just owning it all, right? It's just a lot of people will take accountability for nothing, and then there's those of us who take accountability for everything. And it's time for you to give yourself a break and to walk away from it, to walk away from the rat race, to get out of the rat race, to get out of that search, that eternal search for approval, and approve of yourself. Give yourself that great big stamp of approval here, because you are taking active measures to change things here, walking away from an inheritance, something big that you're walking away from it. You're realizing it's not worth it. It's not worth my sanity. It's not worth my life. What am I forsaking my happiness for this for? And you're just walking away. You're Norma Raying it out of there. 3 of Cups right into the celebration here, Scorpio. Whew, I love this reading for you. I love this storming out of the away from the darkness, away from the fears. You're just not afraid. It's like, you know, have you ever been in a situation where someone has held something over you for so long? Finally, you just turn around and you say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm not afraid of you. You've desensitized me to your fears tactics here. It's exactly what's happening. There was something that kept you in fear here, fear mode here, in the fetal position here. There was an energy that was over you that you could not escape from. Finally, you took that deep breath. You just stood up. I'm not afraid of you anymore because you've been holding this over me too long. I'm desensitized to it. And it just dissipates. It just goes away. That was the answer. That was the secret sauce there. The solution there was to look it right in the eyes and say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. I love it. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you at all. If you need a personal reading, I am open for those. I will leave my email address in the description box below. Thanks so much for stopping by, Scorpio.